Rebecca Kasswell reporting live from Next News with Next Auto Body. Insurance. What do we really know about insurance? It's a very sticky subject for people, let alone having to pay those heavy premium payouts to corporate America. But as a California state driver, it is a must-have. So what is it that we are really entitled to as paying customers? Let's check in with Christian Udaeta over at Next Auto Body just to find out how we can get the biggest bang for our buck, garner a peace of mind, and put the power back into the hands of the people, which is exactly where it should be. Over to Christian Udaeta in Knowledge Base. I'm Rebecca Kasswell reporting live from Next News over at Next Auto Body, where we are going to spend a moment with Christian just to find out what it is that is paying consumers to these giant insurance companies we really should be aware of in relation to our entitlements and kind of the who, what, where, when, why, and hows of the business, the intricacies that we do not know and we tend to not read the fine print thereof. Christian, can you enlighten us on what it is that you seem to remind people of through various sources of media that they have a choice in doing?
First and foremost, the main thing that you need to know is that by California state law, you have the right to go to whichever shop of your choice. The insurance has no influence or bearing into where you go. They will pay the bill, whichever shop it is. They will try to what they call sway you to go to one of their direct repair shops.
Interesting.
The only reason for that is there's discounted rates, and the procedures of repair are done in a different way because the insurance themselves guarantee the repairs.
Interesting. So in other words, there are specifications that are contingent upon whatever, the automotive related need is. And unfortunately, that can be governed by the insurance company as opposed to really being in the best interest of the consumer.
Yeah, they can if you let them. And that's why California has the right of the law, of the right where you're able to go to wherever you like. It's important. What people think insurance is, when you think of insurance, you think that they're there for your best interest. Why? Because you're paying them a premium and whatnot.
Right.
Well, they're a business, and they're actually a very greedy business, and they will do whatever they can to do to save themselves money. And the person that comes at the end, at the loss at the end of that, is the consumer.
So now that's interesting, because I am sure a lot of Next viewers do not know that, and to tell you the truth, I think when you pay your premiums, and I know I am one of those individuals, you just assume that automatically everything will be taken care of for you. But that really isn't the case. So how would I or anyone else out there make sure that when their vehicle is in some sort of an accident and they need auto body repair, which is not the most enjoyable thing to have to undergo anyway,
sure.
How do I make sure that when my car is appraised, that it's appraised to the benefit of me, the consumer, not to the benefit of the insurance giant that has already taken my money?
The first thing you want to do is you choose a shop of your choice. At that point, you want to make sure that the insurance company sends their mobile appraiser to the shop where the car is left for repair. Reason being is they're mobile. They can go to your home, your office, whichever it may be. But if it's not at a shop, they are trained to write the estimate as minimal as possible. Their philosophy is that you're going to take the money and run, and not get the car fixed. So that's why they'll go to your home, they'll write you the most vague estimate possible, and then at that point, once you get it to the shop, it's going to cause a delay. Why? Because the insurance is going to have to get called back out by the shop to come back out to authorize additional work that was left off the estimate to begin with.
Really? Okay, and left off the estimate, why would it be left off the estimate?
You know what, it's almost on purpose. That's just the way they train them.
In other words, we pay the premiums and we think that everything will be done to meet our customer satisfaction, but really that's not the case, because the less that they have to do, the more money they get to keep of the money we've already paid out.
Of course.
Wow.
You look at it in a small amount, but on a large scale. They're saving $10 off of not replacing a certain little clip that holds a certain exterior molding on. Mm-hmm. Well, you do that, and you do it times 1,000 and mm-hmm. so forth.
And
well,
it
adds up to millions that they save.
Right.
Myself, the way I do things here at Next Auto Body, I can care less what the insurance company spends.
Oh, I like hearing that.
My main concern is that I am able to fix that vehicle mm-hmm. to where I can guarantee it to my consumer, my client, for the lifetime of ownership.
Really?
Yes.
So In other words, any repair that's done here at Next Auto Body is guaranteed for the lifetime of that work.
Definitely.
Wow. So I'm assuming then that when an appraiser comes here and those estimates are written, you make sure that that appraiser writes the estimate for the customer, not for the insurance company.
Exactly. I give them a copy of what the repair should be, of an estimate. I write up my estimate. They come out, I simply hand it to them, and it should be nothing less than what I've written.
Wow. Well, what a piece of knowledge for our next viewers. Really, truly valuable knowledge, Christian. Thank you for enlightening us, because I know for sure that many of us just do not know really what we are entitled to when paying those premiums. And I know from my end, I know more about this now than I did before I conducted this interview. So thank you very much for that information.
You're very welcome, and I hope everybody else can get the information they need from this.
Well, this is definitely a helpful source. Christian Udaeta, a man of simple style and knowledge, a man of a compassionate heart, not only caring for his customers, but caring for the community alike, believing that putting the power back into the people really is the reality that we all should live by. Truly a man of care and concern. Next Auto Body. When you think Auto Body in Simi Valley, California, just next it. Rebecca Kasswell reporting live from Next News over at Next Auto Body. Thank you very much for your time, Christian.
Thank you, anytime.